this.
Oh, they're on us.
Nice one. Perfection.
It's fine. They are no longer on us. It's proving to be a pretty effective build, all told. I mean, I've proved that amply at this point, I would think. Now, if I remember rightly... Well, let's just shoot that guy in the leg first.
Incoming.
Oops. Yeah, if I remember correctly, we can't actually get through the front gate here. Wow. Suppose I should loot a few people here and there. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, front gate's off limits. It's locked and barred. I like that messed up version of the Rizzo jingle though when we approach it. I know there's a hole in the wall to the left, but I never really looked around to the right, I don't think. Let's see, we've got dogs. Shoot them in the bum hole, and they're no longer a problem. I mean, you could apply that logic to most things. It's like when people say that vampires can be killed by putting a lemon in their mouth and cutting off their head. It's a thing. But yeah, surprisingly, it also works well on non-vampires. Stake through the heart, that's the obvious one that I probably should have led with. Works pretty well on non-vampires. Now, yeah, looks like we've hit a wall here. Figuratively and literally. What's this? Little electrical substation of some sort? Mayhap. If we can get over these bumpy rocks, we might find out. Yeah. The answer is, it's not much of anything. But there might be a way round. Sneak back in through that side entrance? No. No, this tells me not. Although, what's down there? We haven't been down there before. How would one get there? Yeah, we can't Skyrim horse our way up these rocks, it seems. So I guess one gets there from either inside Cascadia or around the outside somewhere. There's a marauder, hooligan of some sort flashing up. Who are they? Where are they? Okay, they seem to have buggered off. So that's fine, we're going through the hole in the wall. Yeah, I assume there's no reason to go further round, unless further round leads to that bridge. Was it a bridge? Either way, I'm curious as to what it is. Yeah, it's definitely a bridge there. Leading to the other door. And then was it buildings under the bridge? Either way, Sweetheart Cake is not far away. I mean, we could pretty much explore Cascadia at our leisure at this point. Who's going to stand in our way? Bunch of monsters that go down in 1 or 2 shots to the head. It's like, fine. Now, where's your cakes? A Marauder Vandal? What are you doing? You robbing someone? That's rude. Yeah, they were just robbing that resident. Can't go around taking other people's stuff after they're dead.
Incoming!
Incoming? Oh, there they are.
Wow, not even a scratch!
I've got, like, no stats in Determination or the other one. Inspiration, is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, Inspiration and Determination. I've got, like, 0.6 companion damage bonus. And they're still rinsing everything. I don't even need to be here, pretty much. There we go.
Those cakes just about the cutest little things you ever...
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Parvati. Let's see. There are monsters here. Yep, they were people. I don't know what they are now. And this is from Zora. Isn't she the iconoclast? 2613 is the bridge gate code. And yes, Parvati, those cakes are the cutest little things we will ever see. I do hope that Jinlei is going to appreciate them. We actually want to scoop everything up, really, don't we? It's like, normally at a point in these games, I get to the point where it's like, what's the point in looting anymore? I've got 7 million space bucks, and I've got no use for them. But we've always got a use for them thanks to tinkering. So, yeah. Always worth checking the buildings and hacking any safes that happen to be lying around with a grenade launcher 2 in them. That could be interesting. Now, which way might we want to go? It's still very dark out. There's the door
Used to be
to the bridge, I think.
Best wine on Monarch here.
I would have liked to seen this place before it was all boarded up. I bet it lit up the night.
Now, let's have a think then. Where's that bridge? Where are we? Where's the bridge? So the bridge is like northwest that links this part of town to the other part of town. This will be the terminal then, I guess. Enter access code. Sweet. And then, whilst we were busy, it opened of its own accord. And then that robot fell down. I should probably be using my shock rifle on the robots, just because there is a achieve for killing X amount of also mechanicals with shock damage. I've always got one eye on my achieves, as you'll know, if you've watched a few things here and there.
Sweeping the area.
Now, is that shock? That looks
Here
like
they
it might be
come.
shock. Yeah, it is. Good. And that is a mine leading to an elevator. So, here we go. This is how we get down. It's a nice place, Monarch, down here. You can almost forget about all the Raptidons and Mantiqueens. Now, what do we have? Mag picks. Don't mind if I do. And a 60 pick hoof. Lovely. Now, where are we at? Skelly bones? Haven't been many skeletons so far. It's all been just corpses. This guy must have been here for a while. Herbert.
We got this.
Hello, Herbert. Would you like some bullets? Quick reload needed. Oh, wait a minute. What's that? Is that a big cow thing? Stop that, Herbert. I'll just blink you with bullets then from close range. I should have paid attention to the fact that I was taking... Well, I was dealing no damage there because he's heavily armoured. Sugar Ops armour. And the Candy Cane, which deals N-ray damage by the look of it. It's a unique two-handed scythe. Well now. It's better than the Tremor Cleaver that Nyoka's carrying, although we're still in combat apparently. Now, why are we still in combat? Food Service Mechanical, are you an enemy? Looks like you are. Looks like you've been
That's the last of them.
equipped with gear. What a curious place this is. So we've got Herbert, his woolly cow, his mechanical sentry, and then his food robot. Yeah, Nyoka, you can hold on to that. We know when you're doing a lot of melee, but still, you hold on to that. A few little snacks lying about. Oh my. That is a lot of purple berry crunch. And now it's all ours. Oh, it reminds me, there's another chief I should probably do at some point. Are we overweight again? It feels like we're overweight. Yeah, we are. So, let's have a look. We've got sugary drink. We've got meat. We've got alcohol. We've got carbs. Have we got caffeine drink? There's one. So if we use that, and we use one of each of these, well-balanced breakfast. We've simultaneously got all the bonuses for all the different stuff. Now, terminal. Sole property of Buckwalter H, so that would be Herbert, I guess. Although there's also a Buckwalter D. Preparations. Right, so Howard is saying to Margaret that Rizzo has abandoned them. Ah, so maybe H was Howard, a father perhaps. He's left behind Margaret and their child Herbert. I'll make every attempt to survive the coming months, but the bites I suffered while fleeing the Raptidons show no signs of healing. I can only hope you wait before I pass, but in the worst case, know that I love you both. So yeah, Howard and Margaret and their child Herbert found their way in here. Young Herbert had fun looking around, exploring. And yeah, he's got a good stash of food, so he's not letting his presence be known to the people up above. I've managed to secure intubation to sustain you while you sleep so peacefully. So perhaps Margaret was in some sort of coma or something. And Howard's wounds are thoroughly infected at this point. So yeah, now there's an also mechanical preparing Herbert's meals. And yeah, there we go. One infant, one comatose woman. The infection in his leg is growing. Underwear. So now his leg's completely useless. And he's at death's door at this point, I guess. And tanned Raptidon hides can be reused as underwear. Remain here until rescued. Our colleagues have perished and only monsters now remain. Okay. But then we've got some entries from Buckwalter D. Father insists I practice my letters, so here we are. Okie doke. And then he knows a bit about Rizzo. And he's practicing his letters still. Father let me use the candy cane. It's called a scythe. Show me how to be safe so I do not burn myself. Maybe I can capture another woody friend and make him proud. So he's got the cow down here. He's got his scythe. Howard's not moved this morning. His tummy's very still. He's very quiet like Mother was when Howard took her tubes out and cried all night. I think White Hat is my father now. I don't know if it is able to be proud, but I'll try my best. Oh. And he did try his best. But sadly, this guy came in and just robbed the place. Sorry, Herbert. You did your best. And it was good. You did well. Mother and Father would have been very proud of you. I'm not sure which one the skeleton is. I assume, because they're in an upright pose like that, that it's Father. Because Mother was probably laid to rest somewhere. Oh, maybe that's Mother over there. Yeah, that could be the case. What a sad little tale we've stumbled across. I'm pretty sure it's not related to any quests whatsoever, because I've never found it before. But I'm really glad that we came down here. Anyway, on to something else. We've got that quest to hand in at Groundbreaker. We've got a Byzantium quest. Graham needs his parts. We still haven't done the arms building. So that might be our next goal. And there's also Mr. Pickett, southwest of Stellar Bay. Maybe that's closest. But before we get to that, where is that roughly? Southwest of Stellar Bay. Is down there, is it? So that's fairly close to Fallbrook. But we also need to pop in and speak to Graham. And we need to offload some of this loot, perhaps. Although we can also just break stuff down. What's more important right now? How many weapon parts have we got? Hundreds. I think we're better off selling our weapons than anything else.
Thanks again for helping out. What can I do you for?
Let's trade, Bronson. Got a reasonable discount. I don't know if that applies to selling price as well. I think they're separate. So we picked up a grenade launcher 2 with 412 DPS. So anything less than that can just be sold because... I mean, we've got a 980 there. Jeez. So yeah, we'll keep 2 heavy weapons about our person. Oh, still got a nice hat. That's good. Because there's achieve for wearing that with something else. I thought I'd sold it on this character, but I guess not. That's pretty good heavy armor. But we don't need heavy armor. But do our crew need heavy armor? They can't really be hurt by it, can they? It reduces their stealth skill slightly. Maybe I should look into armor before we do any swapping of it. I mean, what are we wearing? Helmet-wise. Clothing, but it's damage to creatures. So it's pretty good. And then medium and long guns, also pretty good. I've also remembered that we can tinker our armor. So that's another place where our money's going to be going. Yeah, I think we can give Pavasi a medium helmet. And Nyoka doesn't even have a helmet yet. So she can have a medium as well. Just to keep them alive. We're also going to hold on to this Spacer's Choice work gear because, again, there's achieve for having 4 Spacer's Choice weapons and a full set of Spacer's Choice armor. And that might be something we want to do at some point. Well, it is something I want to do at some point.
Gonna need to buy myself an entire Rizzo plant after all this.
I'm telling you, the Van Noys are fine.
Oh, no, they're not.
Bullshit, Graham. They don't just abandon orders, and they weren't at the ruins. Where in this sulfur-sodden hellhole did you send them?
They're on a very important... we'll continue this later. Welcome back, Captain.
Hello. I have your rollers, and everything else went on food and medicine.
Thank the Eternal that someone's got some sense in their head. Carlotta usually schedules the next drop during the meeting. When's she coming?
Well, she isn't. Sanjar said that there will be no more sales, I'm afraid.
That is most unfortunate. This cuts off one of our only 2 supply lines on Monarch. Sanjar, old friend, you're about to cross a dangerous line.
So there's a second supply line.
About to.
Sublight?
That idiot just declared war.
We will deal with his subversion later. For now, we must redouble our efforts to spread the truth to the colony.
Fixing up the printing press?
The print... Oh no. Graham, you didn't.
I've already sent a team ahead to scout the press. One of our best. Meet them
is that
there
where the Van
and find
Noys
out
are,
if they've
maybe?
been successful.
You sent the Van Noys there, didn't you? Oh, for fuck's sake, Graham! We needed them in the ruins. Our people died out there.
They went willing to fight for our cause. We need reinforcements. We need new recruits. The Van Noys saw the printing facility with the same importance as I.
The hell's the sense in recruiting if you're just gonna get them killed?
I have
Point.
the utmost confidence in their abilities. Friends, we must have faith that the men and women we recruit can handle the duties for which we recruit them.
Yeah, you could have sent them after back in Zora, right?
Yes, you're damn right he could have. But he's so obsessed with preaching that he's become blind to our actual problems. Look, just... if the Van Noys are still alive, get them out of there. With Sanjar pressing the issue like this, I have a feeling we'll need them.
Right, I will do everything I can. Such as leveling up. So it's an optional to retrieve the team, but it's mandatory to fix the printing press. Very well. Now, do we get long guns up higher? We're not really having problems one-shotting most things, especially when they don't see us. I mean, sneak could be nice, just because sneak attacks which kill their targets don't alert other enemies, but that's a big investment. That feels like a down-the-line job. I don't know if engineering's that useful, because we're not really using weapon mods all that much. It's a nice to have, maybe. Hacking and lockpicking, on the other hand, are pretty useful. And of course there's Persuade, which we definitely want up. And we are running into the odd Persuade wall that we can't climb, so let's go with Persuade. And next goal then is going to be Mr. Pickett's biggest game, I think. Printing presses over at Terra 1 Publications, which we've passed before, so that's good. So yeah, let's complete this task. Sebastian is worried about Mr. Pickett, and we can't have that.
You ever worry all that ammo in your berth might combust?
What? Wait, it can do that?
All it takes is a little bit of black powder next to a lot of bits of fertilizer and one real hot day, and I've seen it happen.
I don't know what's more unsettling. The concept of my ammunition spontaneously combusting, or the fact that this is the kind of thing you think about on the regular.
Right, so the fact that she's even brought that up suggests that Nyoka was responsible for bringing those cows on board. I suppose we should do some repairing whilst we're here, shouldn't we? The game is warning me that some of my gear might be a bit iffy at this point. And we could do a bit more tinkering. We're at 100 now. Still, it's 2,000 to level up my sublight sniper anymore. It might be capped, but geez, it's pricey. No, it's 15k. That's insanity. Now, is that Pavasti's flamethrower? Yeah. Still only level 12. Now it's doubled its DPS. That's pretty good going. And how much is it going to cost to tinker with this? Again, well, not quite doubled, but massively improved its DPS. Tinkering, worthwhile. Now, Mr. Pickett will be down this way somewhere. Or, as I suspect, Mr. Pickett's remains will be down here somewhere, with a Mantiqueen snacking away.
Here we go! Good score, Cap! Damn, but we're good.
Mr. Pickett, question mark. What does that mean? Is Mr. Pickett going to turn out to be like an animal or something? Oops, hello.
Here we go.
Yeah, team's got this. Or maybe it's a robot. Either way, I don't think Mr. Pickett's a human, otherwise it wouldn't be sticking a question mark on it. There's a Mantiqueen. Well, I mean,
Else it'd have been a hell of a lot tougher.
we know how to deal
I
with them.
almost feel bad for her.
Mr. Pickett's journal, there we go. So, I presume he was here. And he's made the Mantiqueen sick, perhaps? Which is why it was an easy kill. Sebastian will know.
You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
We've been over this, Sebastian.
Sebastian, you ever get your hands on those pheromone sacs? Manipillars ain't gonna hunt themselves, you know.
I must have hunted a dozen, but I couldn't find a single sack on any of them. Must be looking in the wrong place.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacs. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of claws in the process. You're in good hands, traveling with Monarch's top merc. Still, if you want any rat glands or manticlaws, I've got you covered.
Good man. Now, I found Mr. Pickett's journal.
He'll probably be wanting it back. You see any sign of him?
I found it inside a dead Mantiqueen.
Funny place to leave a journal. But what about Mr. Pickett?
Ah, I should have made it more clear, I think. He's been eaten by that Mantiqueen, Sebastian.
That's pretty sad. He sure seemed like he knew what he was doing.
He used to tell the kids crazy stories about halcyon wildlife. Later I learned most of it was wrong, but it was the thought that counted. Then one day he just disappeared. Never heard anything about him again.
Anyone fool enough to chase after a queen is pretty fucking far from the know what they're doing class of people.
So this journal is all he left behind? Seems like I ought to read it. Looks mighty long, though.
Yeah, maybe you and Celia can read it together on your date.
I bet she'll like that. She's real enthusiastic about all sorts of monsters.
Is she though?
It'd be nice for there to be some good come out of this.
In any case, I appreciate you tracking down Mr. Pickett for me. Here's some bits for your trouble.
Thanks, dude. Another quest complete. And so, our next destination is... let us think. possibly Terra 1. Possibly the Arms building that's north of town. Maybe it's time to swap back to some different companions. Let's go back to the Unreliable. And let's see what Pavasi's got to say about her upcoming date.
The dustbat casserole Mr. Raymond made smells incredible. Oh, I kind of want to take a little taste. But I'm gonna be strong.
Good
Yeah,
girl.
look how cute these cakes from Cascadia are. Someone even traced little hearts in them. I guess that settles dinner. Thanks for hauling me all over creation, Captain.
You are most welcome. Are you going to get ready now?
Well, I was gonna, but then it hit me. I got this nice meal all planned out with music, and
Of course.
I got that soap to scrub up with, but I don't got nothing nice to wear, Captain.
Do you really need all this, or are you just putting off the date?
Maybe you're right, and I'm stalling a bit. But maybe I also need to, so's I can work up the courage.
Fair?
There's this place I heard of in Byzantium, Joliker's Haberdashery. I bet I could find something nigh on perfect at a place like that.
We will make our way there as soon as we're able to get to Byzantium.
Thanks, Captain. I know I've been asking a lot, but you help me out every time. You're the best.
Cool. So our next quest then... I mean, the Arms building is probably close to town, so that's probably our next quest. What are you two up to?
So then I told him, oh, ha ha ha, that tickles. How odd. No, don't desist. I think I might like it. Further data collection is required for accurate assessment.
What are you doing, Sam?
Scanning for C2547. Grade rated contaminants.
Good work, Sam.
Thank you, customer. This area is utterly filthy.
Right, so where did you come from exactly?
All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12x12 corrugated steel box.
Okay, but I want to know more about you, Sam.
Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade your attachment today and get to firing away.
I guess that would help clean things. So yeah, do you want to help me clean up this colony?
Got stubborn stains. Leave them for Sam.
Good job, Sam. Good talk. And now I think it's time that we bring Sam on a little stroll. So, where are we going exactly? Let's just have a look. Is it the Bayside Terrace warehouse? Oh no, it's telling us to go over there. So, Stella Bay Ruins North, I guess. And you two take 5. Sam and Ellie, you come along for a stroll. Now, do we want to upgrade Ellie's armor at all? We've got new perks for her. Emergency medical healer heals us more when we're at low health. I mean, that's the only time I use the damn thing. So, yeah, I'll take that. Now, let's see. She's got some medium headgear. Oh, we picked up that heavy and melee damage. That's kind of cool. But yeah, we don't really have any better suits of armor for her, so off we travel.
Reminds me of the crew cabin on one of my first ships.
Deploying odor neutralizing aerosol spray now. Purify.
Oh, it seems to be dark again. Always seems to be dark. Are you out of sight somewhere? Oh, that one isn't. Cool, get in there, gang. And I'll blow that up for the funsies.
Don't mess with us.
Suppose I should check what weapon Ellie's using as well. So she's got a light machine gun Mark II with 1300 DPS. That's good. That's fine. Can I tinker Sam's weapon? Maybe. We'll find out at some point.